I'm just clicking it on, getting it going.
Okay.
Keep the chat going on.
Going on.
Yeah, I haven't really. There's a way you can do it, like a business thing where you can add them into that. I haven't looked at it all that much. I still got a couple, 2 or 3, about a month ago, I guess, sometime in July. I have to figure out how we're going to do it.
Are you going to run it year round? Or I remember you took the summer off in years past.
No, last year we kept it going.
Oh, okay.
And we run it all last summer, if I remember right.
Yeah.
If I remember right. Got to remember, I'm getting old. I don't remember a whole lot anymore.
I remember doing a couple of them when I was up north at the house up there.
It seemed like you did take a break one time, but I could be wrong on that.
Well, I know when I first did them, we always took the summer off because Dan was always camping and I was camping. Or Dan not camping, he's got his house up there. We was doing it for the summer, but I think last year we run them all year round. I have to go back and look. Tell you the truth, I don't know.
No. Wants a link.
Yeah, I got to get him one. You guys keep talking while I do that.
All right. So how's y'all's week going?
Pretty good. I can't complain. I know we can't watch every video each other makes, but we had a big primary vote here in South Carolina. In my district, which is the district that Trey Gowdy represented or represents still, but his seat's up. So I figured for a pretty good turnout, 87% of the people registered to vote did not vote.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was how it was here. It was crazy. We had I think it was 13% turnout.
Yeah, that's what we had, 13%. It just sounds... It gives you a better understanding that 87% didn't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 13%. I mean, I figured it'd be in the 20s, being a primary, but being it was Trey Gowdy's seat or governor was being contested, they wanted the primary for that. Yeah, so it's pretty big seats, you know?
Yeah. It's interesting that you say that, too, about like the 87%, and I said the 13. It's like, when you give people news, if you put it to them like that, like you say, you're getting ready to have a surgery on your knee, and there's an 87% chance that it won't succeed, they're gonna be like, oh hell no. But if you say if you say that at first, then if you tell them it's a 13%, even though that doesn't sound great, it sounds, like you said, a lot better than.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I read it. As soon as all I seen was 13%. I take that back. I think somebody on Facebook did say the 87%, and that's what made me do the video. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? Only 13%? That's like less than 1 out of 10. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The off-season elections are usually pretty skimpy anyway, really.
Yeah, they are, but there's been advertising so much and so many flyers been sent out. I mean, there was like 8 or 9 people running just for Trey Gowdy's seat, about another 5 or 6 for governor. I mean, so it was a slew of people. And then I found out today where these people are going to be kicking themselves in the butt if they didn't, because now there's going to be runoffs. If you didn't vote in the first primary, you're not allowed to vote in the runoff.
Whoa. Ha. Wow.
They got your name on the list where you signed up to vote that day. And if you go to vote for the runoff, if your name ain't on that list, you don't vote. Now, you can vote for the final election come November 12th, of course. But I'm just talking about the runoff.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be, though.
Mm-hmm.
See, your ex-governor, he didn't get his position. What was he running for, senator?
Yeah, state senate, I think, or state representative, one of the two. But it's state level. Yeah, he got booted. He's an anti-Trumper anyway. And the girl running against him pointed that out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, that brought about a lot of articles on other sites that says if you're going to go against Trump, it's not a winning strategy this time around. It might seem like it, but it's not.
Hey, Rob, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, good. I just want to jump on in here, and I hadn't been on this chat in a while. Just kind of want to jump on and say hi and hang out with you guys for a minute. That's all right.
Sure.
Glad to have you. Always glad to have you.
Always good to hang out with the best people on the internet.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Good to see you, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got to tell TR, I'm part of the 87%, buddy. Sorry. You know what? I'll never lie to you. I'll always be honest with you. But,
I will say this about that. Most of the people running, I watched the debates that they had and stuff. None of them really stood out to be a bad person. You know what I mean? Like that Warren's going up against McMaster for governor. If Warren gets it, I'm not going to hate it. I ain't going to hate on him. He's not a bad guy. So it wasn't like a real bad, oh my God, keep that person out. It was just kind of like they all got their good points or bad points. There was some I didn't like, but I didn't hate any of them,
Yeah, no, I mean, I've always said my favorite tool is the hammer, right? Because the hammer can do a lot of good, but it can also destroy a lot of stuff. So, I mean, when it comes time to, I'll grab the hammer, but I just didn't feel like it was all that important. But I understand what you said in your video today, though, too. It's very important.
Yeah, our primary is what, in August, Dan?
I believe so. It typically is at the end of summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ours is so important. I know everybody's is, but Michigan typically does 2 terms either way. We've had a Republican in for 2 terms, and historically it switches. It's just been that way. So now a Democrat is due, and the people on the Democrat side who are the biggest bunch of jerks you've ever seen in your life. I mean, these people are some real tools, and if any of those people get in, we're in trouble.
Yeah, the normal cycle of things makes you wonder if, I mean, I know, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just funny how the pendulum swings. And the normal cycle of things, can you really change it? I mean, I'm a thinking man. I always kind of think about that. I'm like, well, is it just swinging, and are we just throwing bullets at a swinging target and never hitting it? I don't know. It's just kind of funny. But I didn't vote for a while there, but now I'm definitely, at least for the major stuff. And if anything comes up that someone tells me, hey, you need to go after that guy, I'm there. But I always wonder if it's just a swinging pendulum and we're just shooting lead at nothing. I mean, it's kind of funny when you think about it.
It is funny how that works. I mean, the odds are like most every time, like the first term of a president, the other side ends up like getting, huge advances in like the Senate and the House. It does make you wonder.
I just hope to God we can get rid of our U.S. Senator that's stabbing now. I just hope to God, but man, it's hard to get a Republican in for the Senate here in Michigan.
Our best chances right now, Trees. We've got a young black dude who is campaigning like crazy for that seat. He's a veteran, and he is working his tail off under a conservative platform. He's making no bones about it. And if anybody could do it, this guy can, and he's got my support 100%.
That's John James.
Yep.
Yeah, they had a thing on Facebook. Yesterday it was in a live event. That was just preliminary. I didn't get to see him, but asking who he was going to vote for, blah blah blah, and all that. Of course, I put my pitch in for him.
Yeah. He's got the best chance. He's been working for months. like crazy, and if he could turn out some of that minority vote, he could do it, and that would be excellent to get that lady out of office. She's a total jerk. She doesn't belong there, never did, and she's done some real damaging things. Her husband was getting Hummers from teenage kids off of Craigslist. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, well, you know, let's keep things private here. And I get that, you know, that's fine. But this is the integrity of these people. They're jerks.
Yeah. Nobody's above the law. I don't care who you are.
That's right.
Yeah. When she bailed, got her husband off on that deal, I thought, oh man, she's got to go.
They're no good.
Yeah, I don't even, I can't imagine. How does that even work? That's like, I mean, yeah, that wouldn't have flown in this state, I guarantee you.
It shouldn't have flown here. This guy was on Craigslist soliciting teenage girls, and he got off, and it was as if nothing happened. It's like, well, hang on here. This is illegal prostitution. He has a daughter older than the girls he was soliciting, and it was embarrassing for me, and I never voted for how horrible that was.
Yeah, I remember, but it dropped like a lead balloon too, man.
Oh yeah.
It was in the news there for a while, and then bam, you never heard no more about it.
Yep.
Wow.
But it ought to be interesting because, yeah, if this James could pull some of the minorities out of Detroit and Grand Rapids, he'd have a blame good shot at it, because the outstate, there's a lot of Republicans, especially in northern Michigan, UP, and outlying areas like where I'm at, man. It's big time Republican out in this area.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys remember John Conyers?
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm at church on Sunday, and guess who shows up? John Conyers.
Is that right?
Yeah, he just shows up, and his wife must be out of the clink now, because she was there. Remember, she did like 3 years of jail time. Right. She was there, and I'm thinking, okay, what's Conyers doing here? He's never showed up here before, and I think they're trying to push his son to take a position in somewhere in there.
Oh, he was plugging for his son or his nephew there when he first announced it. His nephew even wanted his seat. Maybe
that's who that guy was. I don't know, but I'm like, there's Conyers walk around. I'm like, what's this guy doing here? It was just strange.
Yeah. I just wonder when we're going to see the Clinton daughter get into office somewhere. I can't even think of her name right now.
Chelsea. If you see her, Rich, you'll see her in a place that's a guaranteed Democratic victory, like New York.
Yeah.
You won't see her have to campaign hard, or it'll be an automatic thing.
Well, I mean, why? I mean, it's gonna start small, like or is she too big for that? I mean,
she's too big for that.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of good.
Hillary went from first lady to U.S. senator.
Yeah, I would say, you know, most people are like city council, and they work their way up to, you know, all the state stuff. But yeah, you're right. With her, with the Clinton name, they got to put her right into
yeah, it'd be immediate senator.
Oh yeah, for sure. She wouldn't sit on any city council or anything like that.
Nothing important, right?
Right. Yeah.
Not where you actually have to work, right?
Yeah.
You have to actually show up and talk to people that bad people talk to you and stuff.
Yeah, and give a shit. Yeah.
And come up with ideas that may actually help people.
Yeah, no, maybe that's not what politics is all about, right, boys?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see her. If she does, it'll be a shoe-in kind of situation where she hardly has to campaign. Bill will get out there. Oh, look at my daughter. You gotta get her in there.
I did not molest my daughter, so you should vote for her. Right. Oh, that's great. That's really good.
He had himself in the news this week making some creepy statements. It was pretty bizarre.
I think he's delusion. I mean, no, what do you call it? He's
delusional. He's
dementia kind of thing.
Yeah, he's getting old and Alzheimer's or something's kicking in.
Him and Trump are the same age.
Really?
Yeah, they don't look like it, though, do they?
No,
they don't.
Yeah, Clinton looks like he's about to die.
I seen a little meme today or yesterday, and it showed Trump and Clinton. Probably one of the worst pictures they could ever took of Clinton. I mean, he just looked like death warmed over. And then it showed their wives, and it's like, whoa. See the difference?
No comparison there. Even in Hillary's younger days.
Yeah.
I
mean, well, is Bill ever with her? They have separate addresses.
Huh.
It's a marriage of convenience and power.
I think it was from the get-go.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah. All right, I got a video clip I want to show because it's going to go into our next conversation. Let me see if I remember how to do this. How do we do this? Share. We're screen share. Here we go. All right, go over here. Here.
Tax stamp for your finger. Yes, I do. All right, let's see. Well, we're getting a lot of quick questions here. What is your opinion of steel-cased ammo? I shoot a lot of the Hornady steel-cased rifle ammo. I shoot it in competition for the last 2 or 3 years. It's my ammunition of choice, so I'm going to leave the case in there anyway, and it's a little bit cheaper, and you can shoot more of it, so it's a good stuff. Wheel guns.
There we go, guys. Let me see. I hope I don't lose anything here. Click out of this. Go back over to this. Stop screen sharing. Okay, here we go. Steel cased ammo. You hear a lot about steel cased ammo's no good, blah, 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 and all that stuff. Here you got one of the top shooters in the country, probably in the world, using steel case ammo. What's your guys' opinion on that?
Can I say? I was going to try to beat everybody to it, but Roger beat me there. Hey, listen, my 3-gun with my KS-47 coming up in the 24th, June 24th, I will be shooting all steel case ammo.
Out of your pistol too?
No, not the pistol. Damn, not the shotgun either. In case you're gonna fucking ask that.
Yeah, you're not gonna use the steel. Yeah. Wow.
No, the KS-47, baby. It's tuned up for white box Tula. I mean,
that's awesome.
And that's why I've waited 6 weeks to shoot this at a match, and I'm gonna love it. And if it works out good, I mean, it could show up in a lot more matches going forward. But yeah, steel case ammo, absolutely. Why not? I mean, the thing about steel case ammo is you shoot it and leave it on the ground. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to reload it.
When I start the gun, I think I'm going to use that AK pistol as my rifle with the red dot on it, and I'll be using steel on it. But I don't, as far as the steel case, I think it probably, what do y'all think about like reloading as far as cost? Buying steel case for a pistol as opposed to reloading 9, what do you think's cheaper?
Oh, reload.
It's reloading if you don't value your time in a dollar amount, if that makes sense, because you can buy steel case 9mm for 15 cents a round if you buy in bulk. You can reload it for, well, if you don't cast, if you buy bullets, buy primer, buy powder, whatever, you can reload it for 11 cents a round. So, I mean, 3 cents a round, you can load 3,700 rounds in a day. I've proven that on camera. Do the math. I mean, is it really worth it? I mean, if it works in your pistol, I mean, a part of me just says buy the steel case ammo and run it. You know, Tula is a loaded soft anyway, so it's a great match ammo if you can get it to run in your gun.
Yeah.
I've run it in both my carbine and that new pistol I built. I don't have a problem with it. I shoot it all the time.
Yeah, especially the 223. Right now, with the prices as low as they are and the availability, it just ain't worth my time and trouble to reload 223.
The Tula 223 ammo runs right at about 2950 feet per second out of an 18-inch barrel. That is, I mean, you can calculate your drops on that. That's perfect 223 ammo.
My reloads don't run that fast.
Yeah, but you run a cast bullet though, right?
No, 150 or 55 grain Hornady spiral point.
Oh, okay.
But just for plinking paper and cardboard. I mean, if I was going to get serious with dead nuts accuracy beyond 100 yards for hunting or something like that, yeah, I probably would. But 2,600 just fine for me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. There's no reason, if you're not reaching out there, the slower the better, baby, and the heavier the bullet, the better for accuracy. But I quit trying to find the magic recipe because everything that I shoot, like at the last Clinton House 3 gun, I shot 360 yards. It took me 6 shots to hit a 10-inch steel at 360 yards, and I did it all in probably 6 or 7 seconds. So I'm not making no magic bullets no more. I'm over that. I'm just trying to make that same type of ammo as cheap as possible, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're just one of those guys like, you know, you just want that 1-inch MOA at 100, 200 yards, then you pretty much got to reload because steel case ammo ain't going to quite get that for you. But
yeah, and then
if you can hit a target, you know.
You're absolutely right. I mean, if you're bench resting and you're putting one hole in paper, there's a argument to be made, and really at that point in time is not a factor because if you take, I don't care how long it takes you to make, let's just say a dozen perfect rounds. It could take you an hour, but the enjoyment you get out of those 10 perfect rounds it lasts a lifetime. It really does because I don't know. There's something about taking brass, adding the recipe, and getting the hits on paper that most people will never understand what that's like. It's a lot of fun.
I want to say, and we may have talked about this before, if I'm not mistaken, it was Salty Shellback did a hardness test on steel ammo, brass, aluminum, and all that. The steel cased ammo, the rim and what have you, was softer than brass. So if anybody's thinking it's damaging your gun, the brass is harder on your extractor than steel cased ammo.
It's not, but the thing about rifle ammo is steel won't expand like brass will expand. I think that's the whole point of people saying that you might not get the same gas pressure because a lot of that gas goes by the case. And that's because the neck doesn't expand with steel like brass will expand. Anybody agree with that or disagree with that?
I could see that. I'm not sure if it happens or doesn't happen, but I could see it not expanding as fast and contracting as fast as brass. But there again, it's a little softer, so I don't know. Maybe it does. You know, I don't know.
Okay, well, let's say it's softer, but it's thicker, right?
Yeah.
So if it's softer, that's only one test. But the actual ability to expand is a totally different test, right?
Oh, yeah. I totally agree with you. That's why I said I don't know if it does or don't, but I could see it either way. The only thing I will say about even polymer coated rounds, especially rifle, what 223 or AK-47, 7.62 39, is if you're doing a lot of shooting and you stop shooting, don't leave a round chambered in a hot barrel because it can melt even the polymer, but it definitely the shellacked ones and stick.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like if I was doing 3-gun and I was using an AR, I would be a little concerned about that possibility, having a case stick in there, and then, you know, if it had that, like that lacquered rounds.
I've even heard of people running steel case all day or doing what, and then at the end of the day, running a magazine or two of brass to try to pick up some of that lacquer and pull it out as the extraction and whatnot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But AK-47 ammo and brass is so expensive; it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about it in an AK because it's not gonna be a problem. I've never had any of it stick in the AK. But yeah, it is. I bought some AK. I went last week and bought some 7.62 by 39 because you can't shoot brass 7.62 by 39 or steel case ammo at this indoor range I go to. And I took one of the AKs up there and bought. It was 20 rounds for $11, which is ridiculous. Yeah.
Man, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never shied away from it myself in handgun or rifle, but I'm pretty sure Jerry Michelik isn't paying for his ammo. Did you catch that? He goes, it's a little bit cheaper.
Oh, he's not. He's getting his ammo, I'm sure, but
yeah,
he's using it in his gun, so you know it's got to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wonder if you guys caught that. I'm pretty sure he's sponsored by Smith & Wesson.
Apparently by Hornady too, because he threw a plug in there for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. Hornady makes steel case ammo for pistols.
Well,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I seen that video. I didn't know Hornady made steel case ammo. I'd never seen any of it around here.
I didn't see it either.
Never looked for it.
Yeah, and they make some of the best 5.45 by 39 steel case ammo you can get, and they pretty much cornered the market on that for the AK-74s.
Hornady's good ammo.
I've never had no problems. I mean, but I want them to sponsor me.
Yeah,
they should.
I tell you, as far as different cased ammo, now this is just my experience. Not that I've had a lot of problems, but I saw a little bit more problems with aluminum case than I have steel case as far as pistol.
Yeah.
And it might have been just in the Glock, because anytime I visited the farm, I always take steel and aluminum case ammo because there's brass laying everywhere, and it just kind of eats at me. And it's like, okay, I know none of it's mine. I'll just walk all over it and don't worry about it.
Yeah, if you're a reloader, you grab brass when you can. Hey, Buffalo, good to see you. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I got a email on it the other morning. I was sitting there watching it, and I put a link to the whole. It's like 20-minute long chat where he's chatting and does some shooting and stuff. If anybody wants to see it, I put a link in the description down there.
Yeah, it must be nice to do a live stream and get like 100,000 views.
Yeah, I caught that too.
Whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but it was a ton of views, man. I was like, holy crap.
He's a good guy. I ran into him a couple years ago at SHOT and asked him to say hi to the viewers, and he did. And he's like, I really have to get going. I go, oh, just take a second. And then he waited for me to get my camera ready and everything. And he said a few words, and he's a good dude.
He's a model competitive shooter, period.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if y'all follow any of the Ben Steger stuff. He's about to get banned from USPSA. Yeah, I mean, he won, production world shoot and stuff. I mean, there are guys out there that would like to kind of keep things interesting, but Jerry is just this amazing person when it comes to someone representing the competitive sports. I love that guy.
Plus, he can shoot.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he's got the world record for the 6-shot revolver, don't he? Or 6 shots in the revolver. I think he's got 8 shot too, but I'm pretty sure he's got 6 shot.
I mean, there's nothing he can't do. I mean, literally. I mean, I'm amazed by him, and that's what keeps us old guys feeling like we can do something right on the range.
I think I watched it not too long ago where they was doing it because it was a few years ago. It's like he shot 6 or 8 shots, reloaded, and shot another 6 or 8, whichever one it was, in like 1.7 seconds or something like that. Great.
That one video he did with shooting a 50 BMG off his shoulder, rapid fire. That was pretty cool video too.
Yeah, that was also 6 shots in under like 2 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's just ungodly.
I don't know how you time a trigger on a gun that heavy. I mean, because I own one of them guns, and I can't even imagine trying to pull the trigger at just the right time. I can't even fathom it. It's not.
It sounds almost dangerous. Like somehow something's going to get ripped off or something. Yeah.
And the thing about it, he hits what he's shooting at.
Yeah, his rounds were like within a plate size thing at like 20, 30 yards. I'm like, that does not even happen.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting because you hear a lot of discussion about steel ammo and whatnot. And like I said, I use a lot of not a bunch of it, but I use the Tula and the Wolf, and I use some brass too. But those two are my main go-tos. Like you said, pick them up, throw them in a scrap can, and let them go. Bald and Curious. Jerry Michalik is almost as good as me. I agree, Bald.
Well, there you go.
I called them Michalik. It was just a tongue twister, and I got ripped pretty good. It's Muchelik.
Huh.
It's whatever. It's however you pronounce it. I mean, when it comes to names like that, it is what it is. But
yeah, but that's what it's Muchelik. I kept hearing.
I pronounce it Micheluk. I mean, whatever. I don't care. If you know who I'm talking about, I said it good enough. End of story.
Well, it's just like the Canik brand name. You hear it called Canik, different things. Tim from Military Arms, the correct pronunciation. He's visited the plant in Turkey, and he asked him, "How do you pronounce it?" It's Janik. How that C comes into a J, but he says pronunciation is Janik.
Well, then they need to get their spelling right, because Janik does not start with C. That's all.
To me, it'll always be Canik.
If they want to get us on board, they gotta get their damn alphabet together or something. I don't
know. Yeah, that's for sure.
People that correct you on stuff like that are they're just armchair people that have too much time. That's all it is.
Well, there are a lot of nitpickers out there, I tell you that.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Anytime I mention mine, I usually say Kanik and Janik, and then say however you want to pronounce it. Because if you don't, like you say, there'll be some people, oh no, it's pronounced this way. It's like, I don't care, okay, really.
It says on my gun, CANIK or something like that. However you spell it, you say what you want to.
If that was me doing your videos, I would find a horrible mispronunciation and I'd stick with it forever just to keep the trolls going apeshit.
Well,
it would be like the Biznik or something like that. Like I would totally butcher it, and that would be the gospel from there on out, and I would let them out.
Yeah, I would do that same thing. It's like people. I do that. I have that shamag that I wear sometimes for Lord Dragon Balls, and people will give me crap about not being able to say it, and I call it a schmuck. So you to do that from here on out.
Yeah, I got an old video. Well, it's not real old, but when I bought that last Vaquero, maybe it wasn't the last video, but it was anyhow one of the videos about it. I kept saying Vancuro instead of Vaquero.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was yesterday I got a notification where somebody was making fun of how I said it. And I'm just like, people just ain't got no life. I mean, I enjoy comments, don't get me wrong. It's just, but as far as corrections and stuff, it's like, did you not see the video? Did you not see me talking? I'm country as hell. Of course I didn't pronounce it right.
If you really want to get people riled up, call H&K Heckler and Cook. That will bring out everybody. It's Coke. It's Coke.
If I ever get one or do a review on one, I'll have to do that.
Oh, you'll hear it.
Rich, you need to be like Hooch and Crack or something like that. I got my new Hooch and Crack VP9 here, and I'm gonna shoot it.
I was just looking at the spelling of it. It's C-A-N-I-K. Just pronounce it backwards. K-I-N-A-C. Kanak.
Huh. Yeah, it's funny what people will pick up on. I mean, you can have like a 5-minute video and have some actually good topic stuff in there, and they pick up on like one little enunciation or something out of something and grab on. Bizarre.
Oh, I was corrected. I did one. I called the spare of the moment instead of spur of the moment.
How dare you?
Oh yeah, I mean that was big time crime.
I think that's one of the things that trips me out. It never makes me mad, but I mean, I get corrections or, oh, you're going to damage your gun doing that from videos from 2 or 3 years ago. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
The one I got probably the most of is when I was dunking the AR-15 in a 5-gallon bucket of water. I don't know how many comments I got. Oh, you're going to warp it. You're going to warp it. No, but
Hey, Don, can I promote the hashtag Let Freedom Ring real quick while we got a big audience here?
Yes, sir, you can.
All right, appreciate it. Okay, so July 4th, any of you gun guys out there want to make a short video and title it hashtag Let Freedom Ring and make it live at 5 o'clock on July 4th. It's our way of taking over the internet very quickly on one of the most important days on the calendar. And have fun with it.
This will be the 3rd year in a row you've done it.
Yeah.
5 p.m. Eastern time, right?
Eastern time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yep. Just go out and shoot some guns and post it up and hashtag Let Freedom Ring. And like I said, that little moment in time, we own the internet, we own YouTube, and it's a lot of fun to see your feed get filled up. So everybody jump on board if you want. It's not a VR to me. It's not about my channel. It's all about freedom. It's all about 2A expression, and do your own thing with it. Thank you.
This is Rob's game. I mean, Rob's deal here, but it's been successful. I just grin ear to ear. I was just watching at 5 o'clock and then videos pop up. But you said last year, I'm pretty sure. Let me correct me if I'm wrong. If for some reason you didn't get a chance between now and then to do a shooting video, even if you regurgitate an old video and hashtag it, Let Freedom Ring, that'd be okay, right?
Yes, thank you for saying that, because if you can't get there, pull up some of your old good footage, and the whole point is just to get the videos up out there. You know, it doesn't matter if you've got, you know, new footage or what have you. Splice up some stuff, put some music in the background if you want, or don't. Just do whatever you want. But the more videos we get put up at that particular time, I think would just make it the more better. Mo better. Is that good?
Mo better. Mo better.
Don, do you mind if I do a shout out real quick? I want to shout out Thailand. They're like the second largest viewing country my channel has. Resist Thailand. That's
where some CIA's got some headquarters out that way. I believe.
Yeah, because they've got like 100% more views than the rest of the countries after that, the next one. So yeah.
I know when I look at my analytics, I got one that's like so many views from other. I was like, well, that must be Homeland Security.
Fuzz Fork. I think Lord Dragon Ball should wear a kilt. There you go.
Yeah,
Scotsman, get you a kilt. Kilt and a shamang.
yeah. Yeah. That I have to do that one for the just to get on the Scotsman's nerves because he wouldn't probably appreciate that kilt too much. He's not a fan of the Irish.
I'm waiting to see one of his videos with him wearing a kilt.
Oh, he says he does have a kilt. Well,
yeah, I was gonna say, don't the Scottish wear kilts too?
Yeah, probably just all. I have no idea. I'm like Scottish, Irish heritage, and I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I wear a kilt to bed every night.
I bet you do.
Crazy Scotsman, I have a kilt. Hashtag be careful what you wish for. Just make sure you got something on underneath of it, okay?
Yeah.
The Scotsman's learning how to game the pistol competition thing. I noticed in his last video. he's learning. He's learning. And I'm proud of him.
Nice.
I think he's going to come to the farm with a whole basket of tricks. So
I think I'm gonna get one of those chest rigs for the shotgun shells. That's the only thing stopping me from doing the 3-gun right now is
oh, you didn't get the memo. My apologies.
To load my shotgun.
No, we're all loading shotguns out of a dump bag this year. You don't need all that shit.
Out of a dump bag.
Yep, just reach in, grab a handful of rounds. That's gonna what we call laying. What do you call evening the playing field?
Okay.
Yeah, all the cool shit's going into the truck. We're running this thing. I'm gonna make it unlisted.
My shirt and hide it so y'all don't know.
I'm gonna make an unlisted video and share it with everybody coming, but you'll understand. Trust me, it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, who said last night in the chat? I think it was last night or was the night before. Oh no, I don't know. Someone that said Democrats want everyone equal at the finish line. Republicans want everyone equal at the starting line.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I like that.
So at Farmageddon, we make everybody equal at the starting line, and how you finish is up to you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
You don't get out equipped.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Which it was kind of like that last year because most all of us used that same shotgun, didn't we? Pretty much, it was already loaded.
Yeah, but this one's going to be a circus event. You might not want to come back.
Well,
I mean, and don't get me wrong, you can opt out of the shooting part of it, but I'm going to put something together that's going to blow fucking people's minds. Sorry, Don, I need to cuss.
That's all right.
But it's all in the name of having fun and keeping the playing field equal and stuff like that. It's going to be a good thing. So
cool.
One of these days, good Lord willing, I'm gonna make it down there.
Come on down. You got an open invitation.
Yeah, I know I do, but man, just
Well, you got some boys coming from your neck of the woods. Just carpool with them. That's all. You got Bad Billy, and I mean, you got ways to come down. Just got to jump on board.
Yeah, there's John, and
you get even part of the way, and you can even carpool half the time with different people. I mean,
y'all can come pick me up on the way, and that way.
Yeah. We could damn near send a bus around the country and pick people up.
I put in for my vacation today. I laid it on his desk as I left. He wasn't there, my boss, but it's like he can't tell me I didn't put it in far enough ahead now.
I can't put mine in right now because I'm like I've used my vacation up, and I'm going to cut it I am just going to have enough vacation for that day on the first day by that day, but I'm gonna have it all squared away where I'm gonna have my schedule blocked off where they won't schedule me anybody, so it'll work out.
That's good. I mean, you can always call in sick, so that's the other option.
Well, I mean, I still got to get paid, so that's we don't have like sick time. They give us like what they call PTO time, which personal time off, and so it covers all of it. And I'm just right at the nitty gritty. I'm going on vacation here in July, and I'm going to have just enough to make my vacation like the week of my vacation. It's nuts. I used too much time this past.
That's good. Dan, you got an open invitation too, just so you know.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Yeah. It's a good time.
You guys seem to tear it up every year. I do enjoy watching.
Yeah, it's a little free for all, a little serious, a little fun, whatever. But
fun.
Yeah, it's mostly fun.
Yeah. Good food too. Good stuff.
If you're down there and you're not having fun, you ain't doing it right.
Yeah, you got sidetracked somehow.
Yeah. Nobody's, well, I can't say. I started to say nobody's making fun of anybody, but actually we are, but in a good way. Not making fun of your shooting. We're just making fun of you every other way.
Hey, it's good to heckle one another like that.
Yeah, it's a good bonding exercise, man. We nothing. You don't get nothing past nobody. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, and I've even put in for that other date, Rob, you was telling me about. So my boss is probably going to have a cow until he actually reads the details. He's just going to see that I put in for 60 hours of vacation. I'm sure his jaw is going to drop, but it's months apart, months ahead of time. I'm like, I'm going to get my slot in. Ain't nobody getting in front of me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get it in early. They can't deny it. Yeah, that's the way I just think about it.
Well, I done told everybody before in the past years, I was like, if they deny my vacation on Farmageddon, I'll just quit.
Well, you got to have, you have to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, you got to have your priorities, man.
Yeah.
The lodge I belonged to years ago, we used to have a traveling degree team, and we went down to Corbin, Kentucky a couple times. One time I rode with one of the boys that it was just for a weekend deal. We left on a Friday and come back on Sunday, and he worked at GM over here at Metal Fab. And I said, "Man, how'd you get out of work?" He said, "Get out of work." He said, "I'm working." I said, "What do you mean you're working?" He said, "My partner's taking care." He got paid for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. His partner punched him in and punched him out. all weekend he was in Corbin, Kentucky. Them guys knew how to milk the system at GM, boy.
I think they still do.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now with video cameras and all this other kind of crap, you can't pull that shit off. I mean, there's no way. I mean, they know who's there and when. You ain't got to punch in. They got your number.
We got to use your finger. Does like a fingerprint.
Yeah.
That's where ours is at the store I work at.
I mean, you stand in front of the thing and it takes your picture. I mean, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, there's something that happened with me at work this week. Really kind of irritated me. I collect a salary, but they still make us clock in on this like electronic timesheet thing. And they sent out an email, got it Monday, and it said to just salaried employees, we have taken away your clock in button. And now we still have to go to the timesheet and manually put in the numbers when we clock in and out. It's like, what the hell? It's like we got penalized somehow and took away our button to clock in and out. But it's It's stupid, but
well, can you just fill it in for the next few months and then just not worry about it?
I should do that. I should just fill in like both weeks, like the first day of the pay period every time.
Well, the job I got now, when I got hired, it was salary plus or salary exempt. In other words, I have a base salary, but then if I work over 40 hours, they still pay me overtime.
Oh, wow.
But they just gave us a sheet every week. And it wasn't even when I got there or nothing else. It was like Monday, 12 hours. Tuesday, 12 hours. I just wrote in the total, you know.
That's how ours
there, you know.
Too, except for we didn't get overtime.
But they took that away. Now I'm just hourly.
Yeah. Yeah,
they didn't have enough managers,
right.
so they took
now
our
you just have to work a ton of hours, and they may give you like comp time if you're really lucky or something where you can have it like vacation time. Biometric tracking. Nice.
Probably analytics from YouTube or something.
Speaking of YouTube, they're back on their strikes, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're nailing. I seen where Nick from Practical Tactical, he put up a video the other day, and they're well, he can't do live chats right now for 90 days. But yeah, Coda Boy and Jarhead, and there's a passel of them. And you notice they're not the big channels now. They're starting to work their way down to the middle of the road, and they get down to me, they're gonna fire me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. But I mean, you got all those young social justice warriors running YouTube and Google, so you know.
I noticed that a lot of videos that I've seen, excuse me, this week, there's a lot of commercials on it. So, you know, there must be some, they freed up some of their, what do I want to say, requirements on monetization.
Well,
monetization.
Even videos that I have that they deem limited availability, or they can't monetize it, or they always say limited. They say they didn't say they wasn't going to monetize it, but it's limited. If I click on one of them, it's got ads on it.
Yeah, I have noticed they have laxed up a little bit. There's a whole lot of my videos that used to be demonetized that are all of a sudden they've been monetized again for some reason. And like even the live chats, all the free-for-alls, they used to demonetize those, and here, like the last several weeks, they've let those go.
Well, they did. There was some talk of them trying to redo how they done, because I guess at one time they just distributed ads on everything, and they actually said that they were going to try to tailor advertisers to certain genres, you know, certain type videos. That's why I know, and I have noticed that sometimes I click on your guys' videos and it'll be a holster manufacturer or NRA commercial or something like that, you know.
Yeah, the ones I've seen this week is that one girl that's she's the top shooter, talking about CCW Safe, I believe it is, one of the insurance underwriters for concealed carry. I can't remember her name, but I've seen a lot of them this week.
Yep, I got the same ad. They must be pushing that hard.
Research I've done, that CCW Safe seems like it might be the way I might go. I don't know. I still ain't figured one out yet. I've been checking them all out. I talked to Armed Citizens Response. I've been talking to the girl out there quite a bit about it. It's the one that Masad Ayub's on the board on.
Oh, Stalker Steve says I have tampon commercials. Nice.
Well, I had that one with that girl sitting on the pot. I hate to poop in public.
Poopery.
For a long time, I was getting that one. Jeez, oh Pete, I'm glad that one's gone.
Well, you know, Stalker Steve does a lot of, you know, woodworking type videos, and his audience might be, you know, some women and stuff. So
Well, yeah, he's got a different group.
Yeah, it's a different
he's
type
just
of
not firearms and stuff.
right. So he might get some tampons on there.
They don't even get. I don't even have a monetization button on mine. I couldn't push one if I wanted to.
Huh.
They took it right away from me.
Dang.
Really? What are you talking about?
Hell,
Like
yeah,
you getting?
how's that?
I can't monetize nothing. I don't have enough views. You got to have 40,000 within the last 4 months. 40,000 hours.
Oh, I
Something
remember
like
that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, they took all that away from guys like me.
Just for peace of mind, with as many views as I get and subscribers, it ain't shit anyway.
I ain't lost it.
I mean, I could deliver newspapers in the morning 3 days a week and do just fine, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I could pick up beer cans on the side road and make way more than I make off YouTube.
Well, I do have a little bit in the bank, but I can't get it. They want me to. I went in there. Of course, when you do this, they're supposed to give you a PIN number. Well, they never give me a PIN number, and I've asked for it 3 times so I can get what little bit there, because they're going to reimburse everybody that has accumulated a little bit. I ain't never got a PIN number, so it's still sitting there. I checked it just for kicks, craps, and giggles today. I checked it. It's still sitting there.
Stay on them.
Yeah, I ain't worrying about it. That's the first time I noticed it in a long time.
That seems awful hardcore. 40,000 views in how long? Like
No, 40,000 minutes or hours in 4 months. Not views, or it's views, time watched.
Does it have to be continuous, like
For
every month?
4 months. Before
Right, but what Coda Boy was saying something like that, and we figured it up. It's like 240,000 minutes or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Like when they kicked me off, I only had 1,400 minutes, I think, or something like that.
Huh.
But like you said, ain't no big deal one way or the other. Papa Play said they did the same thing to him.
Well, we appreciate you staying here and being part of the community. I'll just, whatever that's worth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're just playing with it. We don't do as many videos. It seems like I've put a lot of videos out the last 2 weeks with stuff, but like I was telling Rich before we got started, I went to the range today and I took my camera because my chronograph's old and it don't have all the fancy gizmos on it. And rather than shoot a load, write it down, I just set the video camera right on the chronograph. That way now I can go through and check the video. Okay, this load was running this, and this, and this one, this, and this.
Yeah, I got an old one too. I want to get one of those that you can get the app on and it does all that.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't sprung for one of those yet, but those are nice, man. I like that.
They're not that high. I think
Caldwell makes one.
I didn't pay that much for mine, but that's a neat feature, man, because it gives you all that data. And
well, I think it's just a newer version. I have the older version, and it does, but I think all the new ones can do that. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's the cost of it. It's just a matter of buying something you already have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't use it that much anyway. It's like the only reason why I took it out today is I'm working up some new loads for the Beretta, because my load that works in the Glock, in the CZ, in the Shield. But last week when I took the Beretta out, I noticed I'm getting slight pressure on the primer. I thought, well, I'll back it off a little bit.
Yeah, the only reason I got one of those new Caldwells that hook up to your phone is because my buddy shot mine.
Yeah.
Old crony.
Dang it.
One sky screen I got on mine, it's just dangling there. I mean, it still works, but you can see where I must have cut it a little bit higher because it's got a nice cut right across.
Well, even on that Caldwell I got, it's got I don't even know how. I mean, it goes up, then the rod goes this way, then it bends back and goes that way. I nailed it.
I shot one of my rods too. It does that, and I just pulled it back enough to hold the screen up good, and it works. It might even work better now that thing's been shot.
I don't even ever use a sunscreen myself.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm just going to let y'all know right here now. I've never shot mine. I've never shot a pole. I've never shot a sunscreen. I've never shot no part of my damn chronograph. So y'all need to get y'all shit straight, man.
Well, you get more practice than we do. We don't have a farm to go to every day.
Yeah.
I have to drive 50 miles round trip to a range.
I built a protector for mine. It's good now.
Yeah, I seen that. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's see. Loads
But
of
I
bacon.
use mine a lot. Velocity is very important. I mean, people don't realize how important it is to know velocity on a round or a load or whatnot. I mean, that's the one thing that people, like, before I understood how important it was, that's the one thing people don't understand. It's such a key element in ammunition and reloading and stuff that I was like, well, it's not that important. And then when I really started to figure things out, I was like, oh, this is like the most important thing,
Yeah. Yeah, I reloaded for years before I got a chrono. And then once I got a chronograph, I was like, I cannot believe I reloaded this long without one.
That's right. Yep. If you will, if you're going to reload, a reloading press should come with a chronograph taped to the side of it. I mean,
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
I reloaded a long time without a scale.
Just using the little dippers.
The little lead dippers.
Yeah, nice.
I won't say a long, long time, but I started without a scale. I'll say that. And then when I did get a chronograph, some of my old loads I'd run across, it was like 45 ACP. I was just kind of going by feel, reliability, feel. And I was like, yeah, this is a good load. It feels good. And then I chronoed them, and they was just barely 700 feet per second. That's well, no wonder it felt good. It barely getting a bullet out.
Well, that Beretta I found out today. While I found it out last week, and I tried reducing the loads, it don't seem to like tight group powder. I couldn't get anything that really grouped the way I really wanted it to with the tight group. So, but auto comp seemed to work pretty good. I'm gonna try some more powders and stuff. I just like to have one load, that way I can shoot it in all the guns. And for what I use it for, it's probably good enough anyway, except for that slight pressure, and it ain't enough to worry about. But
Excuse me.
yeah, Buffalo said he got the Caldwell that I told him about. He don't have a smartphone, and he don't have a phone smart enough to run the app.
Dang it.
That could happen, I guess.
As long as I get the velocity and accuracy, the other stuff don't. Like extreme spread and standard deviation, I don't worry about that stuff.
Now, what it does on paper, I mean, I've seen different loads that have a bigger spread, but yet still shoot a better group than one with a tighter spread, which it don't really make sense to me, but it is what it is,
Well, I'll tell you, one of the best things that I learned about getting into competitive shooting was, if you think of, and this pertains to defensive situation, if you think of a defensive situation, you don't think of one shot, right? You think of multiple shots. Well, the best thing you can do with your spring setup, powder, bullet weight, all that stuff, is forget about the numbers and try to come up with the best recipe that gets you 6 shots in the tightest pattern.
Yeah.
And that's called a bill drill. Don, the bill drill. It's like 7 yards, just
Right.
bam, 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 fast as you can. If you can find a recipe that puts you within a paper plate size target at 7 yards, I mean, that's golden for that pistol, and that's exactly what you should run. All the data doesn't matter. It's what happens on the target that matters.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I worry about, I check the velocity because I use the guns for IDPA, and we got a 125 power factor for stock service pistol or the enhanced service pistol, are both 125. minimum power factors, so they've got to at least hit that 125. So
and they check y'all's velocity on your ammo.
not in a local match, but in a state match and stuff like that, they might, or nationals or something like that. You know, they got boxes that the gun's got to fit in and all that horse crap, but the local matches don't usually do it. But I just do it to be within the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you don't want to get in the habit of gaming the game. You want to play within the rules. And all of our local matches, you know, you can always tell a few guys that are trying to game the game, and you don't really respect them for it. You want to be that guy, especially at a match when you're representing a particular shooting discipline. You don't want to be that guy that people go, he's not loading to power factor. You just don't want to do it.
I think you'd probably be able to tell on that. I know the ones where I've been shooting, they have a thing where they call it like being in the spirit of the competition or something. And if they see where somebody's not following through with that, they'll just like not count their points and just, like they might still let them shoot, but
the more I get into competitive shooting, the more I realize that it's more than just the shooting. You're representing something, and it's important. Right. What you do matters. How you act matters. How you represent the sport matters.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it. I'm immersing myself, as y'all know, into it, and I love it. And I just want to be a good ambassador. I know some of my videos make you think, what the hell is this guy doing? But for the most part, I try to represent pretty good,
I haven't got to shoot an IDPA match yet. I've signed up for the first 3, and I ain't got to shoot one of them yet because of the rain, because of the field. I actually went Saturday. I was wanting to shoot, but I got out there because I got to wear this air cast when I'm on my feet a lot, or on my foot a lot. And I went out there. I thought, well, I'll see how muddy, but it was just a mud pit, and I'm afraid of not only sliding and hurting myself, but with a loaded gun, slipping down with a loaded gun,
Yep.
Yeah,
I just opt out. I just told myself, well, we'll try her again next month and see.
Yeah, better safe than sorry on that deal.
That blame air cast, because like I got to work in it, and it's like if I'm over on my feet over 3 hours, which match time you go out there and you walk around all that stuff, I got to wear it, and just a pain in the neck. Well, guys, it's after the 10 o'clock hour. That flew by tonight. Let me go out to the side chat and do some shout outs here. We had Pops Quest, BEM Tactical, TR Prepper, Rich 1911, Indiana Patriot, Al Osborne, Live for a While. Hey, Colonel, hope you're feeling better. PC Bullet Empire, Mr. Holster. Man, good to see you out there. Bad Billy 429, Regulator 308, Kyle Lusk, HRM Weapons Machinist, Crazy Scotsman, Fuzz Fork 8, Stalker Steve, Frank. I don't know if that's a 1 or an I, but we're going to call it Frank 1. VBorg 001, Captain Shank, Buffalo's Outdoors, Papa's Place, Bald and Curious, D Gas, Glock 17, Mario Mosen, Ronnie Brown, Robin Jones, Mrs. Scab Ugly, and Loads of Bacon. I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, I apologize, and thank you for coming. A big appreciation.
Good crowd out there.
Yeah, great involvement. I appreciate everybody out there.
Yep, nice night. Appreciate it. For it being a warm day, I figure it might not have too many people because it's been hot around here and going to get hotter this weekend.
Yeah, here too.
Packing Preacher just slid in there. Well, I'm going to let everybody do an outro, and I'm going to let them enter. You guys all know them, but I'll let them say who they are. We didn't do it at the beginning, but what they got coming up. And Dan, we'll start with you, bud.
All right. Well, thanks once again. Great panel. A lot of wisdom out there. I recently put up something on I got original Colt Python grips. It's not a big deal to anybody else, but it is to me. And I made contact with the guy today. He actually found me. He's local, and he's got some full auto stuff that he wants to work with me. A lot of classic and historical firearms. So I'm looking forward to that, and we'll see if that goes anywhere. But it's always nice to venture out the stuff you don't know much about, and that's what I'm hoping to gain from this, and hopefully it'll be fun. So thanks a lot, everybody.
Rob?
Don, thanks for having me. For any of you guys following the channel, I have decided on the 2011 pistol.
Nice.
Yeah, and I haven't shot any, if that tells you anything. But yeah, well, I'll do a video update video. But thanks for having me. That's all the news I got.
Pleasure having all you guys. Rich?
Yes, Rich G30 SF, and I watched a video by y'all. I'm sure y'all have seen Reed Heinrich. He does like training down in Tennessee and stuff. I think around Knoxville, but he did a drill. It was like a 2x4 drill or something like that. I'm thinking about doing that. It looked a little challenging. It's like shooting 2 to the head within like a 4-inch square, and then 4 in like an 8-inch circle on the body after a mag change in under 5 seconds. So I'm going to try to do that, and I probably got some reloading and stuff going on. But thanks for the invite. It's always a pleasure, Don, and enjoyed talking to all you guys on the panel, and great crowd out there. Thank y'all.
TR?
Thanks for having me on, Don. I always enjoy it, talking to you guys and everybody out there in the audience. It's always a great chat. I don't know what I'm doing, if anything, this weekend. I will say, as a reminder for anybody that clicked in late, July 4th, do the hashtag Let Freedom Ring, title the video, hashtag, or older people, pound sign, Let Freedom Ring, and just throw up some kind of shooting video, whatever it is. July 4th, schedule it for 5 p.m. Eastern, and let's flood everybody's subscription page. That's it.
All right. Well, thanks again. And SKS Hugo just slid in. I can give him a quick shout out. Well, thanks a lot, guys, on out in the side panel or side chat. Appreciate you guys stopping in, and we will see you in 2 weeks, Lord willing. Y'all have a good night.
Resist.